Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a really fun and exciting mod overview that, once again just proves how modders and CT creators really are out here just making this game so much better. But yeah, so today we're actually going to be taking a look at this mod created by the Pancake One and MizoreYukii. I'm probably saying their names completely wrong. But they've come together and they've actually worked on creating a functional spiral staircase mod. Now this is completely base game compatible, you don't need any of the packs, but it is still in the alpha testing phase of, it's still very new. There are a bunch of bugs and stuff that they are aware of and working on. This is just like the first alpha kind of version of it. It is currently on not pre-release but early access until the 17th of October. So if you want to go ahead, go to their Patreon. I will leave it linked down below. Go to their Patreon. It's like $3 if you want to get this early. Otherwise the public release is on the 17th. Now this is basically just a quick look at the staircases. There's a little gif down here showing the sim using it, but there are, like I said, a couple of issues that they are aware of and we're going to take a look at them really quickly. Okay, so here we are in the summarized notes and issues bit. I will leave this particular exact post linked down below. It's their frequently asked questions about this mod. It is open for the public so anyone can read it, but I would recommend reading through the whole thing just so that you know what this mod is about and how to work it and all of that stuff if you do end up downloading it. But basically it says currently only the shortest wall height is supported visually, but sims can still travel to the next floor just fine even when using the tallest wall height. We are investigating additional stairs for the other heights. Child to elder sims have animations, but toddlers do not and will currently teleport instead unless carried, though animations are coming later. Pets do not have any animations and do not teleport. Teleporting will come soon in an update and then replaced with animations at a later date like toddlers. So basically currently this kind of works like ladders with pets. Toddlers will teleport, so it does work for toddlers. There's no animation at the moment, but it does work. Pets on the other hand, it works more like ladders where they just can't use the staircase at all, but teleporting will come later on. There's some very minor snapping on the legs of the animations when entering or exiting the stairs. We will improve this as well. Deleting the spiral staircase leaves behind the cutout, and the cutout needs to be deleted manually. We will be investigating a way to remove it automatically. An EA bug due to floor cutouts is spiral staircases leading into basements will not show the basement in the floor cutout, and instead show a white void. The glass dance floors do this too, not something that can be fixed on our end. So this is something that they mentioned in this particular post about, this is just an EA bug. It's not something that they could fix. Also an EA bug due to floor cutouts. The floor cutout may behave strangely around floors near rounded walls. Now this is probably just another rounded walls glitch because rounded walls are very glitchy at the moment. And it says CC creators custom cutouts are currently not possible due to the way the script is made, but we are investigating solutions. So this is just a summarized bit about it, but we're going to jump into the game and have a look at the floor, not the floors but the stairs in action as well. Okay, so here we are in the game. I just plopped down a family in this werewolf foster home that I built a while ago. And I basically just deleted the staircase that was here originally, and I put in a brand new spiral staircase, and this is what it looks like. So it's obviously, there's two versions of them. So if you want to put them down in your game, you're actually not going to find them in the stairs menu in build mode. They're actually in the buy menu. So apparently they're in the miscellaneous category Honestly, I don't know which miscellaneous category because I didn't have a look. I didn't look around for them. But I think they're in some sort of miscellaneous category. Anyway, it's all listed in that post that I mentioned. But the easy way for you to find them is to just type in either spiral or stairs in the little search menu, and then it will show up. There's two different versions. So this is the radiant spiral staircase. So this is obviously one that's a little bit more modern. It's a little bit more contemporary. It doesn't have any railings to it or anything like that. So it's definitely a little bit more modern. There are 3 different, wood swatches to it. This is obviously a wooden staircase. So there's a little bit more like darker wood, a white one, and then a little bit of a lighter one as well. And then the next one is the industrial spiral staircase. So this one looks like this. It's definitely very, very, very industrial. There's a couple of different swatches as well. And yeah, that's basically what it looks like. Now, if you delete the staircase, like they mentioned, you've deleted the staircase, but the cutout is still here. So you do need to delete them manually. That's because I placed a bunch of them down. But yeah, so those are the staircases, and they do actually work if you layer them like this. I think this is which way around it, that way. So if you do it like this, and if you had like a 3rd floor, obviously I don't have a 3rd floor, but this will work perfectly fine. Your Sims will walk all the way up to like the 3rd floor or the 4th floor, or whichever floor you wanted them to go to. But yeah, it does work perfectly fine. I'll show you guys the animations in just a second as well. Now, one thing that I do want to mention, so we're going to test this out with a couple of different Sims. So we have a child Sim here right now. Just, click on the floor like you would normally, and, easily they go downstairs perfectly fine. They have all of their little animations and everything. And honestly, I don't even really notice any of that clipping that they mentioned. So yeah, that's perfectly fine. Here comes another Sim. And just to kind of show you guys what it looks like with a toddler. So I'm just going to have the toddler go there, or just go downstairs. Yeah, just go downstairs. And, she just disappears. And that's basically, they just teleport down. But like that post said, they will be adding animations for toddlers and pets eventually into the game as well. So that's just something to keep in mind. I believe they used Sims 3 animations and just converted them to the Sims 4, if I remember correctly. But anyway, it still works perfectly fine, like I said. Now, onto a couple of things that I just wanted to mention. But I think Urban Sims mentioned this in her video about this as well. But I do wish that the stairs at the top had a little railing around it, because this just seems really really dangerous, IRL. Obviously it's The Sims, so it doesn't really matter, but it looks a little bit weird just having this void to the downstairs and having no railings on it whatsoever. Now obviously if you ended up using the, let me just search for it again, the spiral, where is it? Yeah, there we go. So if I just used the more kind of industrial one as well, it still has the hole. Even though it does have railings on the stairs themselves, it doesn't have any railings at the top, which is really weird for me. It looks a little bit off. And then the other thing that I wanted to mention, there's 2 other things actually. So one of them is to do with the whole cutout thing. Now, they mentioned in their post that currently you can't, if you're a CC creator, you can't make a custom cutout. So it will need to be this half moon shape. But I kind of wish that they had a version where it was square instead of rounded, just so that you could do, in The Sims 2 and 3, if you had spiral stairs, you could delete the floor around it and then kind of, put railings and stuff in it. So if I wanted to do this, for example, and then just have, those 3 tiles open, that would have looked really, really nice. If you just had it like that, and then had that be the open staircase bit. But obviously that's not how it works at the moment with the whole cutout thing. So that's one thing that I would like, I guess, to see in the future at some point, maybe, is like a 3-tile cutout instead of a rounded one. And then the other thing is the fact that there are only these 2 styles of staircase. So there's only, you know, this one, which is obviously the more modern one, and then the like industrial looking metal one. And they do, like I said, have different colors and everything like that. But I would have loved to have seen I guess a little bit more of a traditional one to, you know, blend in with the build like this. So one that's very old wood, you know, has older railings, stuff like that. Now obviously this is just the first version of this mod, so you know, all of this stuff is things that could be included later on in updates, or you know, CC creators could come out with different spiral staircases that are just custom content and uses these as kind of like a base for stuff like that. But yeah, that's just something that I wanted to mention. So those are my only real like issues with the staircases, and they're not even issues, they're kind of just like future suggestions or like stuff I would like to see at some point, if that makes sense. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about these staircases. I really like them. I'm thinking about maybe doing a build with them or something like that. If that's something that you would like to see me do, then definitely let me know down in the comments. Obviously this is custom content, and like it's a mod technically, so if you play on console, then obviously you can't like, you know, download this or like download a build that has these like used in them. So that's kind of annoying, but that's like an EA thing, the whole can't use mods on console thing. But if you do want to see me use these staircases in a build, then yeah, like I said, definitely let me know. I would love to try them out and everything like that. Obviously this house is built on a short wall height, and like they mentioned in their post, the staircases don't really work. I mean, they work, but visually they don't work yet on like medium or tall wall heights. The Sims will just kind of like teleport to the next floor. I did test this out, and they do that. They kind of just like teleport to the next floor, kind of the way toddlers do. So yeah, that's just something to keep in mind as well. But yeah, I really like this. I love the fact that they've proved that, you know, this is possible. It is possible to have spiral staircases. And I really wish EA would incorporate something like this in the actual game, so that everyone can access it, not just people who can or want to use mods. So yeah, that's just something I really wish they would do. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this. Like I said, I will leave all of the links and the frequently asked questions post in the description. Definitely go ahead, check it out, read through the whole thing. And yeah, let me know what you guys are excited about. You know, if you're excited about stuff like this, about this being proven to like work, and the fact that, you know, these staircases have actual animations. They're not just elevator objects or like teleporting objects. They actually function as a staircase. Now, that's a little bit of the clipping that the sim just experienced, but like I said, first version of it, everything has bugs first time around. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. I know this video was a little bit rambly probably, and not my usual style of content, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did, give the video a like. If you want to see more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell if you want to be notified of every time I upload a new video. And I'll talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye everyone.